I feel sorrow.
You feel?
Sorrow.
Sorrow.
I feel sorrow. Yes.
Sorrow.
Yes.
Sorrow because you feel you're going to lose, or sorrow because of some other reason?
No. I feel sorry for what the University of Zambia students are undergoing. And I'm speaking to government right now. I know the government is watching us. I know even His Excellency Chilufya Michael is watching this program. Our bursaries have not been increased since 2011. You and I are aware that the last increment we received was in the Rupiah Banda regime. And since then, a lot of things have changed. Mielie meal prices have gone high, fuel prices have gone high, and this has adversely affected the students. We do not feed on manna from heaven. We feed from the same shops that government workers get their food from.
I've got a question for you, Mr. President.
Yes.
UPND, MMD, or PF? Which one are you?
I am a student and a citizen of this country.
You know what? I actually had an idea that you'd say that. Now, here's my reason why I asked you that question. According to your manifesto on page 3, there's something very important that you highlighted. You say that you know how to negotiate, and Zambia is going to the polls in the year 2016.
Yes.
And so because of that, as a good negotiator, you're going to use that to influence government.
Yes.
How exactly are you going to use elections to influence government to give Unza students what they want?
Thank you so much, Swilanji. I like your reasoning.
I like it
First
too.
of all, I want to mention one thing. Initially, I said the last increment we received was in 2011. And if you know, in 2011 was the day or the time of elections, general elections. And I want to assume that probably the only reason why government gave us an increment, they wanted to bounce back into power. Henceforth, I want to tell you and tell every student out there that we know that right now government is in a negotiating mood. They want to capture Unza as an institution because this is the largest community that every politician out there would want to capture. They want us to have their back. And as such, they are willing, just as they are called politicians, to get us by all means.
I slept at 03 in the morning the previous night. Do you know why?
I don't know.
Because I was disturbed by some of the words I found in your manifesto. These are the
Okay.
words I found. Despicable. It's an insult. Students are suffering. Nothing has been done. Poor medical services. Pathetic.
Yes.
You are good at talking about everything you feel is wrong with Unza.
Yes.
If someone was to come and read your manifesto, they feel Unza is a dustbin. Unza is hell, and people are burning in Unza because things are going wrong. Is it really true, Mr. President? Is it really true that Unza is that bad? Your manifesto doesn't even say anything good about the institution. Not even one single thing. Nothing. Is it really true that things are really that bad in this institution?
Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you so much, Swilanji. There's something good about this institution.
Why isn't that
And
your
that
manifesto?
is the kind of people that occupy it, the intellectuals. But let me tell you the reason why I use those words. First of all, I want to talk about maintenance, that we are in a deplorable state. We pay the maintenance fee as students, 70 kwacha, and roughly from simple arithmetics, 70 kwacha by 17,000 students will give me about 1,190,000 kwacha. This is an exorbitant amount of money that, if used for the right intentions, can help us fix our machines, washing machines, can help us fix the geysers, can help us fix the showers, can help us fix the sockets that are not working. And apparently, all these things have not been fixed ever since we came here. At least I came in 2011. The vet hostels were never renovated. And we could take advantage of the maintenance fee that we pay to at least fix things in the vet hostels that were left out during renovations. That is the reason why I've said Unza Clinic has pathetic services, and all of us are aware. All of us are a witness to the kind of services that Unza Clinic offers. I pay 140 in an academic year to have better services. But what happens? When I go there, I have stomach aches. I tell the clinic officers, apparently Unza Clinic has no medical doctor. I tell the clinic officers, I am not feeling well. They'll diagnose me with malaria. The next thing they'll give me is Panadol when I actually have stomach aches. That is the reason why, Swilanji, I have used the words pathetic, I have used the words, it's an insult for a student, an intellectual, a cream of this land to be in such a condition.
The closing statement of your manifesto, let me just read a bit of it. It says, in essence, you and I, for so long a period of time, have been promised things that sound perfect and hence insurmountably impossible to achieve. I, Marcos, promise nothing more than that which the union is capable of doing, and hence the motto for viable and attainable leadership. This document, to me, sounds too good to be true. Sounds like stories. You want to tell Unza students stories, like you want them to go and sleep, so that when they sleep, you take advantage of the system and you have them vote for you. Because yes, in the past, like you said, people have been talking. You have come with the same talk. The only thing you're doing right now is talk. From that talk, do you think that talk is good enough to get you a vote from students?
No. And in fact, my theme is saying for viable and attainable leadership. Swilanji, government, viewers, every intellectual, I am talking about things that the union can attain. I'm talking about things that UNZA as an institution can attain. And this is the reason why I have stipulated 18 points. In fact, I have called my manifesto as an 18 points to a better UNZA. I'll talk about one thing that probably you have left out. In the term system that we are dragged in as students at this university, there are conditions that one may not like. I haven't liked them myself. We sat for our midterm examinations last term, and up to now, not even one result has been given to us. This is very unrealistic. This is very unfair on the part of the student populace. We sit for tests, we sit for exams, just so we can assess our performance. And there's no way I would sit for my examination and see my results in September. It's a half course. I will appeal to management and put them to task that they release the results even at the inception of term 3. I can see the Dean of Students, he's here. And that can be done, Swilanja. And this is the reason why I'm only talking about things that are viable, things that are attainable, and things that are practical.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Okay, so all 10 presidential candidates have spoken. Any person who hasn't? There's always a reason. Mr. President, please. Doyo. What's your plan for UNZA? Sorry, remind me your name.
It's actually unfortunate that I don't know, how did you come up, how did you miss my manifesto?
Oh, Doyo. Oh, yeah, but Doyo. Sorry, I'm very sorry. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. Kabandachileshe, right.
Thank you.
Please, what's your priority for students?
Like my slogan goes, my slogan is Doyo. And Doyo simply means doing your obligations. Doing your obligations in the sense that it goes for an integrated type of leadership from the students up the hierarchy to government. Therefore, my first priority when I will be elected on 26th, that will be a Thursday. I want to have a decentralized type of leadership in which each and every student is actually involved in student affairs. I want to have a situation where Council of Whole Representatives and chairpersons, association chairpersons, attend major Unzasu meetings. And that's my priority.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let me quote part of your manifesto. But due to certain challenges such as lack of accommodation and inadequate study material, life on campus is not as easy as people may perceive it. Therefore, our union will fight for the introduction of immunity from third year upwards to anyone who fails. You talk about accommodation being a problem, then your solution is immunity. Does that make sense to you?
Sorry, what?
You are saying that accommodation, lack of study materials are a problem. What's the solution? Immunity.
The point is, as we come here, as we come as first years, life is actually perceived in a different way. Meaning that as we come, we may see life as in easy to attain our academic credentials. Believe me, academic credentials has become a major thing in which we use to become...
The academic part I understand.
Yes.
What I don't understand is you saying there's lack of accommodation and inadequate study materials. But on the accommodation, your solution is that the union will fight for introduction of immunity from third year upwards to anyone who fails. So if you give me immunity, do I automatically have accommodation?
Listen, the thing is, we have a crisis here. There's the accommodation crisis, number one. Number two, the books that are in the library are not sufficient. Therefore, it's better when a student is in third year.
The part about books I understand.
Yes.
My question is on your solution to accommodation being immunity. Because here in your manifesto, that's the only thing that you've quoted as being the solution to accommodation crisis, immunity.
No. Listen, the thing is, we're trying to say that if you reach a third year and you fail, let's say you're supposed to go on exclude, it's better you repeat that even 2 times. You repeat it. You repeat the course, and you are back in the system.
No, Doyo, no. For the last time, Mr. President, for the last time, I'm saying, why are you saying that the solution to accommodation is immunity? Why? What's the connection between accommodation and immunity? I understand about the lack of study materials. Excellent point. But I think you're failing on accommodation and immunity. What's the connection between people who don't have accommodation and being given immunity? If I don't have accommodation, you give me immunity. I still have nowhere to sleep, even if I have immunity. So what's the solution to accommodation?
My solution to accommodation is I would love to leave a legacy. And the thing is, I want to finish the Koja project. Therefore, as I was saying, it's actually better that I was actually interviewing a number of students in which they said there was the part of Tigule bus campaign. So I actually turned that into, let's come up with something, let's say Timange Hostel campaign. And the students actually said that it's better, they can even contribute up to 300, 500 from their BC. So the thing...
Mr. President, students, these students you see sitting here, they are complaining that BC is not enough. And then you have come and say, that BC you have, that small BC you have, bring 500, we take it to accommodation.
No, listen, my point is, my manifesto is actually correlating from communication, advocacy, up to the way my manifesto actually is flowing. So the thing is, there are times when students actually complain. We need to have priorities in this time. The students actually were complaining about the Tigule bus campaign. It's actually number 2 on my manifesto. So the thing is now we come in and say that, no, it's better to have priorities like Timange hostels.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
10 people have spoken. You are the 10th person actually to have spoken. And there's so much shouting from the audience. People are disagreeing with you. Do you really feel you are performing in this debate? Do you really feel, when you walk out that door, do you feel, I nailed it? When you walk out that door, do you feel you nailed it?